Today's show is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Yes, indeed. I'm talking about the top-rated sportsbook and app in the U.S., baby. And more importantly, when you're talking about them, they are safe, they are secure, and they are reliable, just like my trusted partner in crime right here, Mr. Deke. So, when you're talking about DraftKings and you're talking about getting that opportunity to make a little money, you know, because we all want that opportunity. We all want that opportunity. We always think to ourselves, all right, parlays. We think about, you know, favorite team with that favorite team, and can I get this player and that playing, you know, doing something together all in the same game? Yeah, well, same game parlays are available to you with DraftKings Sportsbook. So we definitely love them, but more importantly, when we talk about them because we got a promo code for you. If this your first time downloading the app, well, first off, where have you been? But more importantly, make sure you use the promo code MOATS, because when you do that, and you make your first bet with a minimum of $5, you will receive $200 in draft deposit bonus money. Essentially free money to go bet with, baby. You can't beat that deal. It is awesome, but you got to use the promo code MOATS, okay? Now, Deke, anytime we get to talking about, you know, sports booking or just wagering in general, we understand that there is a line, and sometimes people cross that line. Sometimes they go from having fun to having a problem.
Never want to see it get to that point.
And it's one of those things that if you or someone you may know that has a gambling problem, or they might need crisis counseling, or heck, even referral services, Deke, it's a number on the screen right now.
What's that number?
That people could call. For the New Yorkers, it's a specific number that they could call or text. But for everybody else, the number to call is 1-800-GAMBLER. Start with a recap of these games this past week, and I think I'm sitting nice again, bro. I'm sitting nice this week going into tonight's game.
Well,
I'm 2-1 right now.
Games. Yeah,
I'm 2-1 because worst case I'm gonna be 2-2, which is a wash, or I'm gonna be up 3-1 this weekend. So I'm feeling immaculate right now as well.
So I need the Saints to win, not only for our picks, but also to beat the Ravens, get them down to 5-4. That'd be really nice. It's a weird one because both teams have injuries. I don't know which injuries are going to impact which team more. Mark Andrews being out for Baltimore, I feel like that's bigger than any of the New Orleans ones.
Not just that, Rashad Bateman as well.
Oh, yeah, I did see that too.
That's the other one. That, to me, Bateman being out is major because he was at least giving them something that could open up the defense. Whereas when you play Mark Andrews, because of the style of he's a tight end, you know what I mean? So you're still going to condense the field a little bit with him. But yeah, Rashad Bateman being out, that's the one I was like, ooh, this makes it really interesting all of a sudden.
Problem that I didn't consider whenever we were making these picks, though, Andy Dalton in primetime.
Yes. Was it the
it's
red,
at home, though.
It's the red rifle, right? The red rifle? That's what we call him, right? Yeah.
It's at home.
He gonna oil that thing up and I'm throwing it around. No Michael Thomas again.
He's out for the year. I think. Dude's just stealing money.
I was like, bro, how did this happen? Like, when? How? What did you do this time? Yeah, man.
Dude, like, sprains his pinky. He's out for 6 weeks.
It's crazy. Like, seriously. I don't like to pick on injuries, but I'm just like, bruh, you got that check and you disappeared.
Yeah, he had like 1,800 yards, got the check, and how many games has he played total?
Like,
was it probably like
6? 10? No, I think it was like 7 or something like that. It was like something stupid. Yeah, bruh. Slant King, man. Yeah, it didn't change the game.
Where do you want to start here for recapping these Week 9 games?
Man, let's start with the ones that mattered the most to us. AFC games.
Chargers-Falcons was one of them. We needed the Chargers to lose. That didn't happen. Disaster in the final minute with the Falcons getting the
supposed
ball
to win the game.
Defense.
They were supposed to win the game, bro.
Getting the turnover. He's running down, and what happened?
He said,
what happened? How does he lose the ball?
I'm like, yo, you don't even have to score. He was low-key was bouncing. He probably would have got caught because he was a little thicker. But bro,
yeah, but they would have got him right in the field goal range, and then the Falcons can just win.
Literally, there's
Run
no
out the
way.
Clock and win the game.
Funny thing though, I have had that happen to me before in my career.
That happened to Kyler Murray too.
I was to say I've had that happen,
bro. First down in yesterday's game, and just randomly
the
fumbled
ball it just drops out. James Conner, didn't he have one too? Where he was running the ball, or was that Xavier? No, it was Conner, right? Denver Broncos. He had the one. His first year starting here.
Well, Grimble and Connor both fumbled
Yeah,
against
but
the
no,
Broncos.
I'm saying the one where it was like he didn't get hit. He just was running and the ball just came out. That's what I'm talking about.
I can't remember how much contact there was. Those were both soft fumbles, though. I know that.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's rare, but it does happen. And when it does, you just be sitting here like, bro, how did I do that? It's the most embarrassing thing ever, bro. Yeah.
That was a big disappointing
That definitely hurt. Yep, that hurt.
Falcons are just still sticking around in all these games.
Because they're still good, but they don't have the pieces, I feel like, you know? But they play good ball, so.
I didn't realize how banged up the Chargers were heading into this one, too. They're really banged up on defense.
Yeah.
J.C. Jackson's out for the year. All right, Miami, Chicago. That was another one.
Mm-hmm.
Needed Chicago to win.
Shout out to Claypool, man. First game, first opportunity with the new
Shout out to what?
He was
Him
doing
the same stuff.
Hey, look.
It was a Claypool game. I mean, that's what you come to expect with Claypool.
But why did we do that? I knew we were going to do that. As soon as he got moved, I was like, yeah, we about to look at every play that he has over there. And if he balls out, we're going to be hollering about, oh, man, I can't believe Omar and the Steelers gave him up for a second. What y'all doing? Y'all stupid. And then if it didn't go well, we be over here like, we got y'all, man. We fleeced y'all, boys. And sure enough. I like it, though. I like it because it was definitely Claypoolish. It was.
Yeah, I said
It
this
was his
earlier
game.
today.
It was his game, bro. It was Claypoolish,
You
bro.
had a disappointing stat line.
Yeah.
You had a drop 50-50 ball. You had him falling to the turf, but then got the pass interference. So it did kind of help the offense.
And then the one where he doesn't get the pass interference, and you're like, oh, all right, granted his contact. But
that's the one I'd say a 50-50 ball. I didn't think that was a penalty. I'm not even going to front. Maybe he's on the Chicago Bears now, and I'm not really thinking about it that much like that. But
all I'm saying is this. I have seen guys called for that plenty of times this year.
He didn't pull him. He just wrapped his arms around.
It was I'm going to embrace you, but I'm not going to pull you in.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel me, but I want you to know I'm here. That's what he gave him. It's cool, you know. It happens. But, yeah.
I feel like, okay, I'm just trying to picture myself. If
You
Claypool
would have
Steelers,
lost your mind if that was George Pickens. If Kenny Pickett's throwing to George Pickens, and that is,
Pickens catches that, dude.
No, bump that. No.
Pickens high points that.
He would, but if he doesn't, and he alligator arms it the way that Claypool did with his Eli Apple guarding him, you want the flag. You losing your mind. You want the flag.
No, it needs to be Claypool in this imaginary story because I can't even imagine Pickens not catching that, to be honest.
Fair enough.
My brain can't compute.
Deontay.
No. Hold on. Claypool's back in a Steeler uniform.
Okay.
Same exact play.
And it's Eli Apple.
I think I'd be more upset Claypool didn't catch it.
But you would still want the flag.
I still want the flag.
You want the flag.
So with Claypool being on Chicago, I don't care about the flag.
See?
I still think he's got to catch it.
You're just like, oh, you got to catch it. But you want the flag in Pittsburgh. Absolutely.
Also, jet sweep.
Hey, not just jet sweep. It's teams winning on, or not winning on jet sweep. It's teams winning on some of the stuff that we be seeing from your boy Canada, man. The sprint outs, all that type of stuff, baby.
Justin Fields has been pretty electric these last few games. But then also with Claypool, the one positive play he had where you're like, yeah, that's Claypool again. He caught like a little 5-yard pass on the outside and then
strong hand.
Ran it up for a first down. Bullied his way for a first down. Showed off that physicality. There you go, Bears. That's what you just got.
Yep.
Literally, that's what you got. Maybe he catches
Claypool.
one of those 50-50 balls next time, and maybe the other one where he got the pass interference.
Yeah.
Maybe he catches that. So next game, he's going to end up with like 4 or 5 catches, 70 yards.
Yeah, that's Claypool.
But then the game after that, you'll have like 3 for 30.
Yeah, a lot of 3 for 30s, 4 for 47s. Yeah.
That one was a bummer, too, just because wanted Chicago to win. They were in it like the whole time. And then the guy dropped a perfect Justin Fields pass at the end of the game on 4th down. But the crazy thing about Miami, I still just – Tua's running the offense good. He's doing his thing with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, but there's so many points left out on the field because of underthrowing dudes that are just running past the defense
and that's
wide
the crazy
open.
part when I look at Tyreek's numbers, though. Because I think to myself, what if? It's like, we see you miss him a good amount, too. It's like, what if you actually had a dude that was hitting him more? It'd be crazy.
Panthers. Well, the other thing with the Bears game, our second-round draft pick gets
it keeps getting better. Heck yeah.
I'd rather them have beat Miami, though, for our playoff chances.
Now, is that slight? But we could want Chicago to lose to keep that
from here on out,
better.
just not against the AFC teams that are in the playoff mix.
And I don't think that's part of the tank movement. That's not a tank move. That's just we need you to help us out with this pick move.
That's not us tanking.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Exactly.
So we fit there. That's the fine print we're in. Yeah.
Cincy versus Carolina, 42-21.
Yeah. Not surprising.
I actually thought Carolina might have a chance because
Why
their
would you think
defense
that,
is
man?
halfway decent.
No, their defense is good.
And P.J. Walker's kind of been on a hot streak. Burrow without Chase. Uwuzie is out for the season for them.
But Hayden Hurst been playing well for them, though. And Joe Burrow had been playing better, too. Now, the difference was Joe Mixon. He wouldn't set the franchise record. Was it 5 touchdowns in the game? None of us expected that. And I think Joe is a heck of a running back, but I ain't think he was going to do that either. But, man, shout out to him, though. Yeah.
Kind of in relation to us, Jacksonville Raiders.
I was surprised because early on, the Raiders were beating them bad, bro. They was up I think it was 17-zip, 20-zip or something like that. Devontae had scored twice, looked good. I was really nervous about that for my picks. I was like, dang, man, I'm about to take an L right here. I knew I shouldn't have went with Jacksonville. Dun, dun, dun.
I know that the result was bad for our picks, or my picks at least, because
also,
Jacksonville beat Raiders. I picked the Raiders.
Can I shout out ETN again, too?
He's playing good.
Can I shout him out one more time? I like what I saw.
Maybe you should have been our GM.
Chill out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put that on me.
We're seeing it, dude. He's showing that burst you were talking about.
It's different. I just like that a little bit more than power. I think the speed matters, man.
So I didn't like this for our picks, but I actually somewhat thought if the Raiders started going on a little bit of a run, they could be in contention for the playoffs. Because I really don't think they're as bad as their record. They just are finishing terribly this year.
Yeah.
They're getting up early on good teams.
Well, they have been, yeah.
And they're just choking it away. So I'm actually kind of fine with this for the Steelers standpoint.
Okay.
Because I don't think Jacksonville's making the playoffs. But I thought Raiders could go on a little bit of a run.
They're what, 3-5 now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't see them going on a run.
But think about who are they facing in the AFC South right now. Tennessee is their biggest piece. And right now with Tennessee, obviously the health is going to matter in terms of Tannehill. Otherwise, you got to go with Malik. But the Colts, we just talked about them. Dumpster fire. Houston. It's Houston. They've been, trying to figure it out for the past couple of years. So they still low-key are in contention down there, man.
Well, hear me out on this. They don't have too many AFC South games left.
True.
Kansas City, Baltimore are the next two.
Bro, they'll mess around and win.
Well, hopefully they beat Baltimore.
I was about to say they'll mess around and win that. Like on some fluky, that's the type of stuff they'll do.
Tennessee twice.
Okay.
Dallas, New York Jets, and Houston. So Houston's the only really gimme.
Yeah.
Oh, they have Detroit too. So Houston and Detroit would be their two easier ones.
Yeah.
But Jacksonville's not really that good in their own right.
But I'm also saying just in the sense of making the playoffs, it's also the other teams got to win too. The Colts got to win games.
I know.
The Texans got to win games. The
Titans
Colts
are
have
out.
to
Colts,
win games. You see what I'm saying?
Don't even mention the
So
Colts.
that's why I'm like,
I think
Jacksonville legitimately is still going to be in that conversation, man. I don't think they have a great chance, but they're still in it.
They need to win the AFC South.
Correct. But
I don't think they're
going to
be in it for the wild card.
That's their pathway.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at that division right now, the Titans are the favorite. And we're looking at the Titans and it was like, I don't even feel great about you at all, man. Yeah.
They're at least a little bit more dynamic with Malik Willis.
No, they not, man. Stop that, bro.
At least they're a little bit more fun to watch.
Malik, it's fun to watch because he don't throw the ball. He's just back there. I'm like, bro, throw
Why
it.
aren't they
Please throw
running
it. Please
more
throw it. Please.
RPOs with him?
I don't know.
Collinsworth said that on the broadcast, and I
don't know
agreed.
why
I'm
they're
like,
not.
oh, wait, they did it once or twice, and
it worked.
He picked up like 15 yards.
It definitely worked. I don't know. I don't know, man. Part of it, you want to protect him from taking the shots that he would take potentially. But outside of that, because it's a weapon for him. And you can see even how on the one that, where he had I think it was the 15-yard game, he got up on that safety so fast. I think it was number 27. He was not expecting that. He was not prepared for that. And that was why he was able to split it the way that he did. Difference was NFL, you get caught. Collegially, he probably would have housed that joint. But it was man, that's what he's capable of. So, yeah, I'm with you, man. Run that. And I also think it would make it a little bit easier for him passing read-wise if you do that a couple of times, because now us on defense, now we're like, oh, you really do this. Like Lamar. When you watch Lamar, you watch Kyler Murray. It's like everybody, whenever you see him pull you, everybody reacting to it. So, yeah.
I think Malik Willis, it's not to full fruition just yet, but he's got the better natural arm talent than I'd say Lamar Jackson. Maybe it's on Kyler Murray's level, but you could see just the physical attributes that he has and the wow factor. If he could put this all together, I mean, this is what we were talking about with him whenever we were doing stuff for the draft.
Yeah, but when you talk about him holding that ball, bro, oh my gosh, I'm just
it's bad. Yeah,
bro, you gotta throw this thing, man. Like you can't he dancing around. It's cool, but I'm like, bro, you got to get rid of the ball.
Right, and if you're gonna dance around, escape one or two of the defenders, like you got to throw it out there.
Yeah, you can't he's dancing,
taking like 10, 15-yard sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, more games in relation to the Steelers.
Oh yeah.
All right, so there's a couple NFC ones here that were interesting. New England Colts. We needed the Patriots to lose, but that wasn't happening.
Big,
we knew that wasn't happening with Ellinger playing with the Colts.
Yeah. Oh, and not for anything, but shout out to Captain Kirk also.
Well, that was one of the NFC games. We'll get to that, but
I just wanted to shout him out.
Let's stay with the AFC because
you saw the chains on. Did you see these?
I did. He played good too.
I went on IG just so I could like that too. I don't know if you knew that. Just for that one, I was like, where you at, Kirk? Like,
I hope he keeps playing well. I hope he proves me wrong, man. I really do.
I mean,
he's a guy. He's a good guy.
Yo, he's an underdog story. Nope, his own team didn't even want him when they drafted him, bro.
Change my whole. You know what? This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Keep proving me wrong, Kirk. Please, just keep going, keep winning, keep doing good, keep being clutch. Now, keep doing it. Yeah. Shift my whole paradigm of what I think of the quarterback. I'm hoping he does. I'm hoping he does.
My whole paradigm.
I'm hoping he does.
Wait a minute. Why is it gotta be that deep? He said, just change my whole outlook on this thing, man.
Because we're seeing Rodgers. I mean, it's not on him though. I will say this.
Don't put it
I
all
will
on
say
him.
this. He's not playing particularly well.
Don't put it all on him. Don't do that, Deke. Don't you put it all on him.
It's all messed up around him. No. This is my point.
Yes.
This is my point. And you saw it with Brady and the Bucks. Like,
bro,
Brady and Rodgers can still play.
Yes.
Do not count that out.
Well, you saw that with Brady.
They can still play.
You saw that at the end, yeah.
Their teams just really aren't good around them. But here's what I'm talking about in terms of my paradigm with the quarterback. Maybe it's not at this stage of the game with how the money's being allocated. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't have to be top 5 franchise quarterback or you have no shot of winning the Super Bowl.
Give me a top 15er and we can get active.
Maybe just because how the money's allocated.
Give me a top 10er.
If you have $50 million towards your franchise quarterback,
give me a 12er.
Maybe that doesn't cut it anymore.
Can I get an honorable mention?
You could load up on a defense and do the type of stuff you're doing against the Bucs or the Packers. Now Brady's cap hit ain't even as bad as Rodgers, but I think you get my point.
Yeah.
Some of these teams, like the Vikings, they got a nice team around them.
Bro, it's a squad. Minnesota has a squad, bro. And then they went and got T.J. Hawkinson. You saw what he was doing. I'm like, bruh. It's a beautiful situation over there in Minnesota, man.
Go ahead, shift my paradigm. But I'm still sticking by like you need a top 5.
Fair enough. You
need a Rodgers, you need a Brady, you need a Burrow,
I'm keeping my flag
Herbert,
planted for Kirk Cousins.
A Pickett.
Your own team. I like how you slid that on in there. Your own team ain't want you when they drafted you. Just remember that. Just remember that your own team ain't want you. And then when you got nice, they were looking at you like how Deke look at you. They franchised you twice to make you prove it.
Here's all I'm gonna say with Kirk.
You did. And now you got your chains on.
Just do it in the playoffs.
Captain Kirk. He's done it in the playoffs, and they
one time.
You said do it in the playoffs. Joe Burrow's done it one time in the playoffs. We don't talk about him.
Wait. Joe Burrow versus Cousins.
Joe Burrow's done it one time in the playoffs. You let that slide?
No, he did it 3 times to get to the Super Bowl.
Oh, my God. It was 1 year, though. That's what I'm saying. Because we've seen Kirk win in the postseason. We've seen him go into New Orleans.
That's it. One time.
Into New Orleans. Beat Drew
His
Brees,
10 other
Sean
seasons,
Payton.
he's either missed the playoffs or he's one and done. That's who Kirk is to me.
Hey, man.
So... Go ahead, man. Do it in the playoffs now. I have nothing bad to say about him in the regular season because he's played very, very well.
Put some respect on Kirk, dig it.
Okay, hold on. That was NFC.
Yeah.
Kind of talks Packers, Detroit. Do you want anything else on that one?
No, I'm good on that one.
All
but
right.
It was actually cool, though, to see Detroit defensively be able to do what they did, too, man. Forcing Rodgers to multiple, was it 3? I think he had 3 interceptions in that game. Yeah.
I just think people are idiots if they think Brady and Rodgers are washed.
Yeah.
Just how I thought about Ben last year. Anyone that thought he was washed, I think those people are idiots too. Takes a team, man. And Rodgers, the team around him, just ain't up to snuff. You can't tell me a dude won MVP last year.
No.
All of a sudden he doesn't have it.
MVPs.
All of a sudden he doesn't have it anymore. Brady, he threw for 5,000 yards last year and 40-something touchdowns. All of a sudden he doesn't have it. No. Could they be playing bad in certain spurts? Maybe, but we could see with our own eyes that their teams and the players around them aren't up to par.
I would agree.
And Brady showed it yesterday. But you give him the ball, 40, 50 seconds left, no timeouts. Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Clinical.
And I'm glad that it actually worked out because he had an opportunity the first go around, and my man just dropped the tutty.
Oh, the Bucs receivers are dropping.
Hit him in the chest, dropped the tutty.
I don't even know if it was the Bucs whenever I was watching that game. The Bucs receivers were dropping it all over the place. But I think across the board, NFL receivers are dropping the ball at an alarming rate.
Low key?
Wide open balls.
Low key. I felt some type of way yesterday at the end of that Bills game. Just Deke, you look at the tape. That
was a dot.
Deke, you look at the tape, Deke.
That was
Where's
after
hit him at, Deke?
Allen dealing with that elbow stuff. Are they worried about that up there?
Nah, he all right. But Deke, on a rope, hits him in the chest, bro. I'm like, at first when I was like, oh, Sauce, heck of a play. And I'm like.
That was good coverage, too.
It was good coverage, but that's a drop.
Throw.
But that was a drop.
It was.
That was a drop, bro. And that would have been massive. So, I ain't tripping. But, yeah, I'm with you in terms of
I guess it's just not
catching
Deontay.
It's a global thing right now,
It really is.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's really only one game left, unless you want to talk Arizona-Seattle.
I mean, they continue to write him off, but he continues to not write him back, though. They continue to say he can't do it, but he continues to show him that WVU is the quarterback factory.
He's playing really well.
I ain't going that far. But, yeah, shout out to Geno, man.
First in the NFC West?
Yeah, he's on his name, man.
No one, absolutely no one outside of Seattle homers had Seattle winning that division.
No, I ain't have him in the division. You're right.
No one.
I had Geno playing well, though. I had Geno.
Zero people.
I'm a Geno.
I don't even know about that.
I like Geno.
You bet on him, but...
I'm a Geno dude. I've been a Geno guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Geno. I'm not a TG Geno supporter.
I think it took you. It took you sooner than me.
I kept betting on him.
You betting on him.
I was betting on him.
But even think like week 4 or 5, we were talking Geno versus Russ. We were still like,
I took
Russ.
him week 1 when it was him versus Russ. I put my. I said that's the line in the sand. I'm on his side. You went over there to the Russ side, and now you don't want to be on Russ side anymore. I still want to roll with Geno. You don't want to roll with your guy no more. I'm a part of the team.
Last game. What happened to Jets 20, Buffalo 17?
No, so honestly, man, Josh did not play his best game, but it was like lazy Josh almost. Like the 2 picks, the first one.
Throwing him right to guys.
Bro, literally in the red zone, it looks like he's just kind of like, here, take it. Like,
I saw people on social media saying like, this is proof the NFL's rigged.
No, seriously. It was, when we talk about lazy or just like, I don't know. It was bad, bro. But then you could see where when it was time to go, he could dot him up whenever he wanted to. But on a more serious note, they weren't stopping the run. The thing that Green Bay did, they played too high.
Robinson.
So the thing was this, though. The Bills, when they played the Packers last week, they stayed too high shell and dared the Packers to run the ball. Packers waited until the fourth quarter to really start running the ball. But when they did, they started to have a lot of success. Same thing was going on with New York. But the thing was, New York said, okay, we're not going to play around. We're just going to start running this rock. And that's when you start to see James Robinson, Michael Carter just start to really gash them because they would not come out of the nickel defense too high look. And that was ultimately how they ended up losing. I mean, it's one of them things like you're going to turn it over, cool, but you also have to come out of that. And it was one of those, as long as the score is what it is, they don't have to stop running the ball. Usually, Bills often score more. So now you keep playing this game of running the ball. All right, cool. But you can run at a time. Yesterday, it gave them the opportunity to kick the field goal, and now shifts a lot, you know?
So you're saying the formula's there?
Oh, no, it's definitely there. 100%. Yeah, you just got to run the ball.
I still don't think the Jets are that good.
Yeah.
I still don't think Zach Wilson's that good.
Yeah, when you talk about the way to beat the Bills, you got to catch them turning the ball over and run the ball on them, man. So that way you keep the offense off the field. In Buffalo, I'm telling you, on defense, they're going to make you prove that you're willing to run the ball. Like, we could do that, but we don't commit to it enough when we run the ball.
And we suck at it.
Because we don't commit to it. That's like, to me, I think that's the big part. We are not a team that's willing to say, you know what, we're going to get big body personnel groups to run the ball 20, 30 times. We won't do it. Jets, they was like, we'll do that. And Buffalo didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. I'm watching them like, bro, they ain't going to keep running this route. They're going to let Zach throw it, and we're going to pick it as soon as he do. Nah. They was like, yep, run again. Yeah.
If I can remember correctly, too, Bills didn't have like that many explosive plays either.
Like they had Diggs had 2 big catches, and then he had one over. No, it was one like I'm trying to think. Was it did he get the PBU? Somebody had a PBU on one from Diggs. But it was like another one where it was like a bad. It was either a drop or a bad throw on another potential touchdown type thing though. Yeah, but it wasn't a ton of like explosiveness going on. Like the Jets defense is good, man.
I'm just trying to think the differences between what the Jets did versus us. We just gave up explosive plays left and right. We didn't have a Sauce Gardner out there.
Correct. And we didn't commit to running the ball the way that they did. Yeah. But the form was definitely there, man.
Just trying to think going forward.
But like when you watch the Jets, no surprise, but the Jets play very similar to like Seattle of old. They're gonna run the ball. They're gonna play really good defense. They're not gonna turn, or they're cutting down the turnovers offensively, and they get turnovers defensively. So when you're watching them, they cut down these possessions. So instead of you getting 10, 12 possessions, you're getting 7 to 8 possessions. So now you got to be perfect in your execution. And then if I get a turnover in there as well, now
Bills
that's how they operate.
Pretty sloppy on offense throughout the whole day.
Yeah, but that's what they're doing. It's a dope concept. And as long as you hold up on defense, you don't turn the ball over on offense, you can get away with it. And that's how they've been doing it. So it's dope to see. But Robert Saleh, he was with Pete Carroll when they were doing that. When you talk about Legion of Boom, Marshawn, we talked about that offense. It was what? We're going to run that ball. They're going to play action. Rest going to hit some throws. But defense is going to get you up out of the stadiums. You watch the Jets, man. That's how they balling right now, bro.
Still should have beat them.
Oh, yeah.
Still should have beat them.
They'll
Week
beat 'em.
4.
They're still getting.
It's disappointing.
You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Bills will spin the block for y'all. For us.
No. Steelers just went out. We'll face them again.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Face them in the wild card divisional or something.
There we go. Heck yeah.
Just really disappointing because, we're talking about the Patriots right now. Oh, man, look at them. They're last in the AFC East, but I think they're 5-4. The Jets 6-3. Two teams we should have beat. Miami 6-3. We're sitting at 2-6.
So it lets you know though where we are. It lets you know that this isn't a massive, we have so much ground to cover. Ours is more so little nuance, little details, because when you're talking about the difference of those teams versus us, it's the execution. We haven't had the execution in those critical moments or consistently across the board. Whereas when you watch a Jets team, man, the games that they're winning, they're executing in the moments, man. Dude, they took like 5-6 minutes off the clock at the end of the game just running the ball, but executing it. And then come back on defense, winning up front. They also, I think they sacked Josh like 6 times, something like that crazy too yesterday, which was rare. That doesn't happen with this new offense line. But it was like, man, they are playing and doing those type of things to get you out of stadiums. Whereas for us, how many times have we said, all right, the DBs bought out this game, but we ain't have the rush that we needed. Or the rush was there, but man, the DBs getting hit over top of the head this week. Like it hasn't matched up as consistently as we needed to be to win these type of games. And offensively, we're turning the ball over. And we don't have an identity of we're going to run the ball 30 times. Our identity is we're going to throw it 30 times. And we're going to hope for the best with the running game. And we're going to jet sweep you. You know? So.
Well, that's week 9. Basically everything that could go wrong for the Steelers this week did go wrong.
Yeah. Not the best situation for us. That's why we need to start winning so we don't have to worry about others.
Yeah. Jets, Patriots, Bengals.
Mm-hmm. All the teams that we wanted to lose.
Miami. And Chargers, all won. Philly, Houston, that was a non-factor. Chiefs, Titans, I'd say that's a non-factor too, because if Titans make it, it all depends on your Jacksonville theory.
Right.
If Jacksonville makes a comeback, Titans could be, either one of those teams could be in the wild card.
We don't need them to be a wild card, right? We need one team out of the South.
Right. Yeah, so I guess it wouldn't have hurt if Titans won. So again, though, that's a result that didn't really favor the Steelers there. And then, Philly, Houston, non-factor. And then we have Saints, Baltimore tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe the Saints beating Baltimore can make up for it.
We shall see. We shall see.